You think you know what's out there, lurking beneath the city of love's charming streets, but the discovery of 5 graves in the Paris Catacombs will prove you wrong. Deep within the labyrinthine tunnels, a team of urban explorers stumbled upon a hidden chamber, and what they found will haunt your every waking moment. The Paris Catacombs, a network of underground tunnels and chambers, have long been a source of fascination and terror, and these 5 graves are just the beginning of a descent into the darkness. Number 5. In the late 18th century, a young woman named Elizabeth Brunner was found dead in the catacombs, her body hastily buried in a shallow grave. The file was labeled as a simple accident, but the lack of documentation and the unusual location of her grave suggest that something more sinister was at play. The fact that her grave was discovered near the entrance of the catacombs, in an area known as the Denfert Trochereau Quarry, raises questions about the circumstances surrounding her death. But that's nothing compared to what's next. Number 4. In 1793, during the height of the French Revolution, a local doctor named Antoine-Augustin Parmentier was tasked with disposing of the bodies of those executed by the guillotine. Instead of following protocol, Parmentier chose to secretly bury many of the bodies in the catacombs, including that of a young man named Pierre Dupont, who was found in a hidden chamber deep within the tunnels. The fact that Dupont's body was found with a note pinned to his chest, reading "Je suis innocent, I am innocent," adds a layer of tragedy to his already disturbing story. But that's nothing compared to what's next. Number 3. In the early 19th century, a group of workers stumbled upon a hidden crypt deep within the catacombs, containing the bodies of 5 individuals, including a woman named Marie-Madeleine de Brinvilliers, who was accused of poisoning her father and 2 brothers. Her grave was marked with a small, unassuming stone, but the fact that she was buried in the catacombs at all suggests that her crimes were far more heinous than initially thought. The presence of a small, leather-bound book near her grave, containing notes on various poisons and their effects, only adds to the sense of unease surrounding her death. The workers who discovered her grave reported feeling a sense of dread and foreboding, as if they had disturbed a dark and malevolent force. But that's nothing compared to what's next. Number 4 was disturbing, but number 3 was genuinely unsettling. Now, number 2 will take you down a darker path. Number 2. In 1845, a group of urban explorers discovered the grave of a man named François Benoist, a former member of the Parisian police force who had been accused of corruption and murder. His body was found in a hidden chamber, surrounded by strange symbols and markings, suggesting that he may have been involved in occult practices. The fact that his grave was discovered near an ancient, pagan ritual site, deep within the catacombs, raises questions about the true nature of his crimes and the circumstances surrounding his death. The air in the chamber was thick with the scent of decay and corruption, and the explorers reported feeling a sense of malevolent presence, as if they were being watched by unseen eyes. But that's nothing compared to what's next. And number 1. The most shocking discovery of all was the grave of a woman named Madame de Montespan, a former mistress of King Louis XIV, who was accused of witchcraft and murder in the late 17th century. Her body was found in a hidden chamber, surrounded by strange artifacts and symbols, including a small, ornate box containing a lock of hair and a note that read, "Je tiens le secret, I hold the secret." The fact that her grave was discovered near an ancient, abandoned ritual site, deep within the catacombs, suggests that she may have been involved in dark and sinister practices. And that her death may have been more than just a simple execution. The discovery of her grave has raised more questions than answers, and the secrets that she took to her grave may never be fully revealed. The file on her case was classified for centuries, and the reason for its secrecy is still unknown, but one thing is certain: the truth about Madame de Montespan's death is far more terrifying than anyone could have imagined. If number 1 kept you awake, you know what to do.